back to my channel. Today let's solve this function y equals bracket tan x raised to arc cot x. Let's determine the derivative of this function. You look at the function, you realize that the appropriate technique that we need to use will be that of using logs or ln on both sides. Let's see that. We will then have the ln of y equals the ln of bracket that raised to arc the cot of x. Now let's go there and simplify first before we would even think of differentiating the ln of bracket tan x. Now this is in the simplified form. Let us then differentiate. When we differentiate the left hand side, we have 1 over y dy dx. Every time we differentiate this y, we need to show that is what the rule is saying. Now this will then equal, when you look at the right hand side, you are seeing a product in arc cot x and ln tan x. Now how we differentiating a product? We will take the first term, arc cot x, multiply by the first derivative of ln tan x, which will be 1 over tan x times the first derivative of tan x, which is sec squared x, plus ln tan x by the first derivative of arc cot x, which will be minus 1 over 1 plus x squared times minus 1 over 1 plus x squared. I can quickly show two things here. That if we differentiating arc cot function x, the derivative will be minus 1 over 1 plus the square of the function times the first derivative of the function, which is what we have done here. But because our function is x, therefore the first derivative of x is 1, where this could also be times 1, but we know times 1 will leave the problem same as it is or as it was. This is one part to it. The other part is when we differentiate a ln function. When we differentiate a ln function, where in this case we've got the ln tan x, where the tan x will be the function. If you want to differentiate ln function, the derivative will always be 1 over function times the first derivative of the function. If you check what we've done here, 1 over function times the first derivative of the function. So this is just taking you through this part and that part there. Thanks. So now we can then go there, because this will be the derivative. The only thing left maybe would be to simplify. Now when we simplify, we also need not to forget that we are looking at determining the dy dx, which is the derivative. So it means we need to do a counter on the 1 over y, which will be multiplying by y both sides, such that we are left with this on the left hand side. Now this will then be y into the whole thing. Now we can go there and simplify. Now when we simplify this, we can see that we have arc cot x by sec squared x over tan x. This can be minus 1 over 1 by x squared by the ln of tan x. So this is what we can do. Now finally what we need to do is to determine, rather to put back what this y was or what this y is. Now this y is tan x raised to arc cot x. So now in here I will throw this whole part arc cot x sec squared x over tan x minus 1 over 1 plus x squared by the ln of tan x, that one. Now these then become the derivative of this function. Thank you, and keep on following me and liking my page and subscribing on my YouTube channel. Thank you.